Psalm 106:19-20, They made a calf in Horeb and worshipped the molded image. 20 Thus they changed their glory as a people chosen by God into the image of an ox that eats grass. They made a calf in Horeb, which is most likely another name for Mount Sinai described in Exodus 32. This image was probably a resemblance of the Egyptian god Apis, called here by Jehovah, a calf, implying that God is mocking its weakness. The image that was made by Aaron out of the materials furnished by the people, and at their own request, according to Exodus 32:1-3, which makes the people complicit in the sin. Our God is unchanging. If the contributors are held guilty for their complicity here, wouldn't the God of life hold those who participate with those who snuff out life in the abortion industry, just as guilty as the abortionist of the murder? They made a calf in Horeb, which is the very place where they had solemnly pledged themselves to obey the Lord. It is here, at this very place, that Israel broke the first and second of God's commandments by setting up the Egyptian symbol of the ox and bowing before it. Do you know the 10 Commandments found in Exodus 20:2-17? 1. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me. 2. You shall not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them nor serve them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands, to those who love me and keep my commandments. 3. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. 4. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it, you shall do no work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your male servant, nor your female servant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore, the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. 5. Honor your father and your mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord your God is giving you. 6. You shall not murder. 7. You shall not commit adultery. 8. You shall not steal. 9. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. 10. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male servant, nor his female servant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor's. Because the image of an ox relates to power and strength, God's word sarcastically calls it a calf. Since idols are worthy of no respect, scorn is never more legitimately used than when it is feebly poured out in images that portray the invisible but all-powerful God. Thus, they exchanged the true glory of God above, into a grass-eating ox. You and I might find that ludicrous, but the circumstance of its eating grass is added to show the absurdity of the act by these people who had experienced firsthand the awesome power of God. But the problem is as common today as it was in Paul's day when he put to pen Romans 1:20-23, for his invisible attributes, that is, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen since the creation of the world, being understood through what he has made. As a result, people are without excuse. For though they knew God, they did not glorify him as God or show gratitude. Instead, their thinking became nonsense, and their senseless minds were darkened. Claiming to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images resembling mortal man, birds, four-footed animals, and reptiles. They exchanged the unquestionable glory of the true God into the similitude of an ox and worshipped it.